Notice the rapid breathing. Notice the restlessness. Notice the inability to move forward with a task. Notice anxiety. We are witnessing anxiety in its natural habitat. Anxiety, it is one of the largest, strongest entities roaming the planet. Its young, boisterous form of simple worry has a charming appeal. It is considered a form of love, which has lined the pockets of greeting card and chocolate makers for generations. In its adult form, however, anxiety is daunting. Its formidable presence commands respect. In a day, many, many moons ago, some cultures feared anxiety to the point that it was taboo to call it by its true name, angier. To prevent summoning this treacherous creature, the superstitious would use the more benign term of anxiety, its Latin root meaning to choke, squeeze, torment, or otherwise cause distress. This is Amy from the YouTube channel A Lolly Life. She is making a video from a viewer's suggestion on how to cut up a pineapple. She should currently be performing the video making ritual. However, anxiety has halted her progress and has her stewing about how there are already videos out there about cutting up pineapple. Anxiety is also asking dumb questions that produce self-doubt, like, what makes her think that she can do better than they have done? Let's watch as her anxiety deftly entices her with procrastination. Anxiety has been found roaming in its domesticated and wild forms on every continent. With such large numbers seen all over the world, it may be surprising to learn that there are only 7 breeds of anxiety in existence. Number 1, I can't be around people anxiety. Number 2, it stops me from doing things I want and love anxiety. Number 3, I'm not good enough anxiety. Number 4, the sky is falling anxiety, or the what is going to go wrong and when anxiety. Number 5, my life is ending and I'm not even sure why anxiety attack anxiety. Number 6, keeps me up at night anxiety. And the very common 7, you didn't list my specific flavor of anxiety, also known as my anxiety is worse than your anxiety. The first step to cutting up a pineapple is to chop off the ends. Anxiety is a pack hunter and makes a formidable foe. If you see one kind of anxiety, be aware. Even if you can't see others around, the other breeds of anxiety congregate just out of sight. They generally only attack in 1s and 2s and tag out as it starts losing its battle, so other varieties can jump in fresh. The second step to cutting up a pineapple is to remove the outer skin. She points out noticing the curve in the pineapple and cutting along the curve and not straight down. A common warning is to never run from anxiety. Understanding that this predator can pursue its prey at speeds of upwards of 900 kajillion kilometers an hour, there's no point. Really, there's no point. You aren't getting away. They can maintain these incredible speeds uphill, through walls, and even in someone's happy place. Major depressive disorder is often mistaken for anxiety. This is a misnomer, as it is not anxiety. It is from the melancholy and gloom family. Now we will watch as anxiety facilitates her overcomplicating the simple instruction to cut in half and then quarters and remove the core. Anxiety also helps her talk way too much about the core and where it is and what it is and why it's there and a lot of other things that no one really wants to know. From lush $1 million mansions to projects in the Bronx, anxiety has successfully conquered a phenomenal assortment of domains. Thanks to its acute situational awareness and clever adaptations to any circumstance, every form of anxiety is well equipped to strike you in the middle of life's challenges, as well as ordinary life. The final step is to chop the pineapple into smaller bite-sized pieces. Modern anxiety has been around for hundreds of thousands of years. Its ancestors date back to the dinosaur age. Innocuous, identity-munching critters known as personalipods. They have close ties to agitation and premonition, as well as the skunk and weasel. Clever, powerful, daunting, apt descriptors for this extraordinary mental illness. Spend some time watching people and they will display a fascinating array of anxiety's natural behaviors. Thank you for joining us on our journey with anxiety as we demonstrated cutting up a pineapple.
This documentary is fiction, as in, I made up most of that information. Sure, it's based in reality, but the truth is, I don't know if anxiety even has a Latin root, and I don't think anyone's classified anxiety into 7 categories. Maybe they have, but I don't know. If they have, then that means I'm really, really smart, because, I did it without knowing, and so, yeah. I really was just so anxious about making a video on cutting up a pineapple that I stalled and stared at the camera forever. So this crazy idea of making a documentary on anxiety popped into my head, and I went with it. My goal was just to laugh at myself, because when we can laugh at our struggles, they don't seem so bad. My channel, A Lolly Life, teaches life skills, including social skills, because there are so many out there who need a little extra help figuring out how to do something that everybody else seems to think that you should know how to do without instructions. These are the kind of things that I work to teach my sons so that they can function more independently. It's particularly helpful with people with autism or high social anxiety, or maybe just, I don't know, they just haven't figured it out yet. Plus, I'm a professional mom, and I get fulfillment and purpose out of life by helping others learn to be independent. If you sometimes need help with life skills like cleaning, cooking, how to start a conversation, or maybe even step-by-step instructions on how to pick up a prescription, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the Lolly Life family. I'm so glad you're here. If mental health is something you struggle with, click on the playlist in the corner, and remember, I believe in you. Be safe and make good choices.